Now, this is exciting because I feel like we have a unicorn in the studio with us. Denny, I'm going to call you a unicorn because you listen to the Woody and Wilcox show, but you also have a lot of knowledge and are a smart guy. And that separates you so quickly from everyone else.
My head's growing right now. I tell you what. Hope my boss is listening to this. So.
Your head's growing, and then I insulted everyone else.
Right.
So I feel like I've done my job here. Denny is we call you the scan man.
Scan man.
You may remember we had talked about Woody's body too much, to be honest with you, and how he couldn't get an appointment if something was wrong with his gallbladder or his spleen or whatever. We didn't know. Denny was like, hey, come down to Kraft Body Scan and get a scan, and you'll know these answers. So first of all, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
You bet. I mean, this is. I listen to you guys' show. I absolutely love it. It's I got about a 30-minute commute every day to get to work, and I'm listening to this. And when he was talking about, I got an issue, I got a little bit of pain, and I went to the doctor. Like, yeah, we'll get you fixed, but we're gonna make your appointment for October.
Right.
I'm like, heck no, let's get you in now. Let's figure out what's going on.
And it was incredible. He was in within a couple of days and already has results back.
And this is a full body scan. So, and if you're somebody who's claustrophobic, it's open air. Like, I was like, is this going to take 15, 20 minutes? No, we're going to get you out of here in 3. It did show that the gallbladder's bad, but also my calcium score, which deals with your heart, and the spleen was enlarged. And
well, I mean, the whole idea behind it, right, is this type of technology shouldn't be a luxury. There's so many people just like me driving, focusing on the day, positive, outlook. Hey, I'm going to get in here and do this. And heart disease is the #1 killer. Kills 1 out of 3 people because they didn't know.
I've been through some heart stuff with my mom over the past year. We do have a history of heart disease in our family. So that's another reason why I want to go and get scanned. It's a little bit scary because you just don't know, but I know I'll feel better once I have answers no matter what, because like Woody said, well, now I can do something about this if there's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, if you had a heart blockage, wouldn't you rather get in and get treated before the heart attack? I mean, isn't that the whole idea?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy that these things aren't mandatory somehow within the system, right? I mean, it should be that way based on the way our health is, but it's not.
Seems like it'd be common sense, but, the machines cost millions of dollars and, doctors and radiologists and all the people. And, insurance is great. Your doctor is your first line of defense when it comes to preventive health. But your doctor doesn't have x-ray vision. They can do blood work. They can do urine work. They can put a stethoscope on you and listen to your heart. Hey, breathe in, breathe out, how you sleeping, how you eating. But, the whole idea of getting a preventive scan, the only downside is the cost. And so when we think about how can we bring this technology to the public so that anybody that's listening to this can take advantage of it, I think that's where Kraft Body Scan comes in, is we're making it possible that if you want to do one, money is not going to be the objection.
Yeah, I mean, because you guys were talking about offering some sort of special deal, right?
Yes. No, this is great. So when people, the #1 question people ask is, how much does this cost? And so when we think of getting a heart and lung scan, probably the most popular thing that we get asked to do, it's a little over $1,000 to do that. But for the people that are listening to this show, and I love the Woody and Wilcox show, this has just been a great opportunity to come and meet you guys and be on the show. We are going to offer something that we really haven't done a lot of. We're going to give a major discount, and we're going to lower the cost for 2 people, so husband and wife, come in together, or boyfriend, girlfriend, and we're going to do the heart and lung scan, and we're going to discount that down to $99 for 2 people.
Whoa.
$99 for 2 people to get one.
That's a massive discount, correct?
Yeah,
I mean, even Woody can do that math.
I mean, that's,
right, yes.
Yeah, wow, okay. And to clear up some confusion, a couples scan is not like a couples massage. You're not like
in the
holding
same
hands in the same
laying
room.
in the CT machine, just on top of one another.
Denny, that's not how it works, right?
I'm not quite sure. I think that we probably want to do you one at a time. We'll have the wife sit in the lobby and wait and come back and we'll switch.
Gotcha.
But no, yeah, it's quick and easy. It's like Woody said. It's a donut. It's not claustrophobic. There's no needles. You don't even have to get undressed, and it just takes a couple minutes. And the machine's going to take those pictures and tell you what's going on.
Yeah, that's what the surprising part was, is that I don't think you even know it's happening, right? I mean, you're just laying there. There's nothing.
It was so fast and so detailed, right? My back issue, it picked that up.
But the amazing thing, like Denny references, somebody who doesn't know that anything's wrong. Like you knew you had some stuff wrong.
Look at me.
We've all seen you. But there's somebody right now who thinks they're healthy. And then they get a scan and they're like, oh man, I'm in the 10th percentile to have a heart attack. And you had no idea because it wasn't something you felt.
Well, I
You guys must hear stories like that all the time.
Oh man, I have so many stories, but you're really touching that exact point, right? There's so many people in the car right now, guaranteed somebody's like shaking their head going, you know what, I eat healthy, I run every day, I don't eat bread, I do all these things, but they're still just hoping that everything is okay, And so to me, other than the cost, what's more important, hoping that we're doing a good job or knowing for fact whether you have a problem or not? Because you know what? Might be a little anxiety to say, hey, you got a calcium score, you got to work on that. Or, hey, you got a gallstone, or you got something going on. But I would rather know what's going on so I can have a real conversation with my doctor and say, hey, this is what I need to do to get treated, to get better. Because ultimately, we all want to have a long, healthy life and share and enjoy our family and do those fun things, right? And that's what the scan provides, is peace of mind to help you know that you're good. And I'm just so happy to be able to offer this to the people at the show for this low price. Because like I said, this type of technology shouldn't be a luxury. It should be available to anyone.
We've talked about preventative scans because it was just a few years ago I went in to get a mammogram because I'd crossed the age threshold, which had been lowered, and I have no family history, 0 symptoms, no issues, but they picked something up, and that's when it was caught at stage 1. Had I waited a few years even, I probably would have ended up in stage 3. Lower life expectancy, much tougher treatment course. And so I want more scans like that and like for your heart and your lungs to be available for people.
God,
at $99 it is. How can you not get scanned at that price?
Do you know what the number one objection is? There's still somebody out there going, God, I don't know. Do you know what the number one objection is for a lot of people? What would you think would be the number one reason? Well, obviously, if it's $99 and you still don't want to do it, what would be the reason?
I would think from my experience, I know this now because what you've talked about is that the procedure would be invasive and it would take a long time and you would have to be naked or something, or they're going to try to upsell you something afterwards. Those would, I think, be the average person's concerns.
I mean, I guess those could all be concerns. We have lots of services that we offer. We have virtual colonoscopies. We have full body scans. We have a variety of scans to offer. But the number one objection that I hear from people is, I don't want to know. I hear this all the time. I don't want to know, because it's like somebody's like, if you tell me I have a problem, I'm going to have anxiety. But then I'll look at them and say, well, what about your husband or wife? What about your kids? What about your mom and dad?
Yeah.
They want you to know because that's what it's all about.
Well, and I think if somebody says, I don't want to know, they're assuming that there's nothing to be done. Like it's not the same. Like there's always that thing like, would you want to know what your death date is?
Well, I definitely don't want to know that.
Right.
So,
because you're figuring that's set in stone somehow by the gods. And so I don't want to know that. But that's not what this is. If you find out early enough that something's wrong, then you can fix it. Like Chelsea said.
I'm already crying, Denny.
Yeah, the anxiety should come from not getting the scan.
Right.
Like I don't know what's inside me. I may have an alien. That's
quado.
a quado.
Right.
Your unborn twin.
we still got to get you in. So
Right.
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't know either. I'd love to come in.
I understand them not know, like to think maybe, okay, I'm going to go in, they're going to find something new that's wrong with me that I didn't know about. But as I told the kids, like I always want to be able to say, you really are making me cry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I did everything.
Right.
Breast cancer death rates have been steadily coming down because of that mammogram. And I'm so proud of you for getting it, because you're right. What's the most important thing in our lives? It's our family. It's the people we care about,
Right.
And so I love the fact that, breast cancer death rates have been steadily declining. Prostate cancer death rate steadily declining, colon cancer death rate steadily declining, but those are the only things that insurance pays for a preventive check. It leaves so many other organs unchecked, and so that's what it's all about. It's just our mission is to try to help as many people as possible so that you can continue doing the things you love.
Yeah, that's awesome. And again, if you missed it earlier, Denny was saying $99 for a scan.
Two people.
For you and your whoever, your wife, your partner, your Your biggest enemy.
Can it be your mailman?
Your mailman. Great call, Chelsea.
That'd be an interesting conversation, right?
Well, Woody is friends with his mailman.
I'm good friends with my mailman.
Ask no questions about that. You can't. So that's an incredible deal.
And good to know. You should check out the website because there are many other scans available. Maybe you have something different that runs in your family and you just want to know. Again, we need to get Woody a brain scan. We'll work on that.
Inconclusive. I have it right here.
Well, there's lots of places to go. People might still have questions. I mean, we have a great spot. You can go to togetherwescan.com and you can sign up and put the promo code in there to get the discount. Or if you still have questions, who are our doctors? How long have we been in business? Where's the location? What does this look like? You can always go to craftbodyscan.com as well, and you can read all about those things. But, hearing your story and getting to talk to you guys, and there's so many stories out there. I think one of the best ones that comes to mind was this gal named Cheryl a little over a year ago. And she came into the office. She goes, I want to talk to a manager. And so I happened to be there that day. So I walk. I'm like, oh, man, is there something wrong? Did something happen? And she literally looks at me and goes, I want to thank you guys. You saved my life. And I'm like, gosh, let me hear your story. So she had actually heard on the radio about the heart and lung scan, and she wanted to do it. So she called in, but we were booked up about 2 months out. But we had an appointment for that Friday that was a cancellation. Just so happened that she was leaving on a cruise with her daughter. And she goes, you know what? I heard a voice in my head. It said, Cheryl, cancel the cruise and go get that scan. And thank God she did. She ended up being diagnosed with stage 1 lung cancer. They removed that portion of the lungs. No chemo, no radiation, cancer-free. If she had not gotten that scan, it could have been, just 6 months to a year later that it might have been more difficult to treat, right? So those are the stories that I feed off of, and I'm so glad that you were able to find that early and get that taken care of, because the outcome of any disease is always going to be great if you can find it early.
Right, exactly. Nothing to be concerned about. And as Woody mentioned, the thing is pain-free. It's not invasive.
Yeah, I didn't even have to do the, hey, don't eat all day. That was my favorite part. They're like, no diet restrictions, keep eating.
Looking at this big bag of paydays on your desk there, Woody, I think
That's right.
probably
That's
tough.
Woody's health regime right there. Now
It's
you know
healthy.
why.
It's got peanuts, Denny.
He's going to start working on it.
What's in the thermos?
Well, Denny, thanks again, man, because of you listening, we all discovered all of this, and now everybody else, I guess, will get to as well. Craft Body Scan is the name of the company. Like you said, togetherwescan.com is one way to find them and get it done. I mean,
Don't wait.
You just don't know what's going on.